Hi all, I wanted to do a quick video on my 125 minutes chart studies and the indicator that I'm using to gauge the larger trends. Before I proceed, I would like to mention that this is an educational channel. All content over here is for the sake of education. Kindly read the disclaimer you see on the screen and in the description below. With that said, let's proceed. So I'll straight away take you to my page where I've got Nifty 50 index spot chart open. I'm only using two indicators in this, and this is how my chart currently looks. I had made a video earlier on Fibonacci OTE zones. I think that video is currently lying in the membership area, so only members can access it. This video also will touch base upon the OTE zone and how we look into it. And there's also another indicator that is being used to study trend lines and the break of trend lines. So let's get into it. I have this particular time frame for this particular video is 125 minutes. The reason it's 125 minutes is if you divide our index, our Nifty 50, bank Nifty, and all of that, our trading time is from 9:15 to 3:30. That exactly is about 375 minutes. And if you want to break that into three exact portions, then it's 125 minutes. If you want to break it into 5 exact portions, then it's 75 minutes. So I have broken the 375 minutes into 3 exact portions. That's why I'm looking at the chart in 125 minutes form. So every day for me is 3 candles, and that's about it. All right, that's as simplified as I can make it. So every day in this chart is 3 candles. Now you can see the Nifty 50 chart. The indicators that I'm using has automatically drawn the Fibonacci, and it has automatically come up with the trend line. Let's get into the indicator. First, what I notice when I see this is, first let me tell you what I see, and then we'll get into the indicator and the settings. So the first thing I see in Nifty is Nifty will tomorrow break this trend line once again. It has been coming down. It tried to break this trend line once. It failed because of the tariff wars. Now it has come back, and the most important thing is it's gone and it's retested the OTE zone. Now ideally Nifty should have bounced back from here itself. I'll just show you the area. This is the OTE zone. If this was the recent low and this was the recent high, then this 0.168 to 0.786, this is the OTE zone. If it came here and bounced back, theoretically it would have made a new high, but because of the tariff wars, we went further down, and currently it's in the OTE zone. Tomorrow, I think this is most probably going to break this trend line once again, and currently GIFT Nifty is showing a 700 point plus rally. So from here, if we take 700 points, it'll come up to somewhere around here. So it's definitely going above the 50% mark, which is this purple line over here. There are probably good chances that it may go up even past this green line and then probably come back and give a closing somewhere over here. So chances are that tomorrow Nifty will probably go up ballistic. It'll probably climb about 700-800 points, or maybe even 800-900 points. I don't know how much it can go. It can go up to 1,000 points. But my logic is it'll end somewhere over here. It'll be about 600 to 700 points up at closing is my best guess. If nothing goes wrong globally, then my best guess is it'll be about 600-700 points in the positive tomorrow, at least above 500 points. It'll be above this purple line, that is for sure in my view. So the 50% Fibonacci retracement will at least be broken, and Nifty should close above that is my best guess. All right, and mid cap, we will see a similar thing. It'll probably go and try to bang this this trend lines. Now mid cap is the weakest index of the lot currently, so I don't have a very positive view on mid cap. Mid cap, I don't think will travel 500 points. Mid cap may go above the purple line and give a closing above 200 or 250 points tomorrow. That's my best guess. Again, this went up, came back to its OTE zone. In fact, went well below its OTE zone, is now rebounding. So Chances are it can break this trend line and go up, but not in one day. Probably take a couple of days if everything goes well. Now this is Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is, as you can see, has already broken a long-term downtrend. It had broken out and it was going up fine. Then this tariff came up. Now during this tariff war, it exactly came up to this OTE zone, which is over here between 0.786 to 0.618. This is the OTE zone. Exactly from the OTE zone, it's bouncing back. In theory, it should go make a new high from here. If Bank Nifty needs how much to make a new high? It needs not a new high, sorry, a new recent high. So if it goes above 1750 points, it'll break this fib top end and go higher. Can it happen tomorrow? I mean, why not? In theory, generally, Bank Nifty travels in good days. It travels 3x Nifty. So if Nifty travels 100 points, Bank Nifty travels 300 points. So let's see. It's a possibility, or maybe it'll just go and touch this white line and take resistance and again end somewhere over here. But tomorrow, I'm expecting a good move on the way up, because as of now, GIFT Nifty is showing Nifty is 700 points higher. So that's great. And it all happened because Trump has given a 90-day pause on tariffs to all countries, to the best of my knowledge, except China, because of the China retaliation. So except China, all other countries have been given a baseline tariff of 10% for the time being. And the current tariff war has been put on hold for 90 days. Because of that, yesterday, all US indices rallied very hard. Crude rallied, natural gas rallied. Everything was pretty much up yesterday. Ballistic, it went ballistic. I was in front of the screen where all of that was happening. So because of the off today, we could not take advantage of that. So today would have been great if today our indices were on. That is the 10th of April. It would have gone ballistic, but tomorrow we will see. Tomorrow also I'm expecting a good rally in all indices. So let's see how things shape up. In theory, Bank Nifty should be very positive now. It had already broken this downtrend and was moving up. It's come to retest the OT zone and is again going back up. Similar is the case with Fin Nifty. Fin Nifty was recently the strongest index, and then this down move came. So let's see, it's like more like a triple top. Let's see what happens. This is reverting back even before going into the OT zone. OT zone would have been somewhere over here. So it's reverting back. Let's see. I think this will also do well tomorrow. It will at least close this gap that it made on the way down. This gap is still left, so it should close that gap tomorrow. I think that gap is there in Bank Nifty also. This gap, it will close tomorrow in Bank Nifty. I don't think there's a gap in mid cap. Mid cap had already closed this gap, so in Nifty it closed this gap tomorrow for sure, and it'll definitely close above that. So now let's get into the indicators and what I'm using. The indicators that I'm using in this is TBT by Chart Prime, which is providing me the trend line. Now the trend line, I'm using a custom setting. It does not come default by like this. If I start using the default settings, it will look something like this. I'm using 49.75, and some people consider the wick to be the top. Some people consider the body to be a top. One of my subscribers also had asked me, should we, when we are drawing a trend line, should we consider the wick or the body? My reply was, there's no hard and fast rule. Anyway is good, whichever works for you. For some people it's wicks, for some people it's body. If I make this body, you'll see that it'll go probably a little bit down, because then it'll discount the wicks. But I keep it on wicks because that's the way I would have manually drawn it myself. Now if I do this reset settings, you'll see that the thing over here changes to 10 and 25 instead of 49 and 75. 49 and 75 is the setting that I'm using because I'm studying a larger time frame. By default, this indicator is very well set. If you use it in the default settings as well, it'll work out great. As you can see, it shows you here you should have gone long. I'm not using these markers. but it shows you here it should have gone long and this should have been your target. Here it tells you here you should have gone short and this should have been your target. Now this target both the times have exceeded on the long. It's gone past this target by about 1.5% more, and on the way down also it's gone past double. So by default, the default settings are also great on this indicator. It's TBT by Chart Prime. I'll show you the full name, and I'll also leave the name of the indicator and the author in the comment section so that you have no difficulty finding it. I would suggest you explore this indicator in the default settings also, but my settings I'll just show you. My settings are this because I'm studying on the 125-minute time frame. So my period is 49.75. I don't use the show targets. I keep this off and I use the wicks instead of the body. These shapes of buy and sell I'm not using because I don't want it to tell me to buy and sell. I'm not even wanting it to tell me what the targets are. These three are ticked, and these two at the bottom also have unticked. So that's my settings for TBT Chart Prime. Over here, this and this is unticked, this and this is unticked, and in the input section, show target is off, 49.75 and wicks. The name of the indicator is Trendline Breakouts with Targets by Chart Prime. The author is Chart Prime. I'll leave all these details in the comment section and pin it so that you have no difficulty finding it. All right, explore it in its default settings also. It's great. I'm using a custom setting because my chart is based on the 125 minutes, and I've told you why I use 125 minutes. It's the perfect three-part break of 375 minutes, which is the time Indian indices run during the daytime. The next indicator I think is something that I've already discussed in the past. It's auto fib retracement modified by Mr. Turan Doyne. What a name. Author is Toyn Doyne. And I'll leave this name also in the comment section. I think I've made some changes to this in terms of color changes. I think I've made. Apart from that, I've not made much changes. This I think is 310 by default. Reset, yeah, 310. So I've made 1010. Okay, so I'll just show you my settings in this. So first of all, this deviation for me, I've made 1010. I've again explored this also in the default settings, or you can use my settings. My settings are like this. Pause the video over here and copy it. So instead of 310, I'm using 1010. I extend the lines on the right. Prices are mentioned. Levels are mentioned. That means it's telling me the price and the level over here. If I untick these two, they'll go away. All right, if I just want to see the levels, it'll show me. Prices also it'll show me. So I keep this extended line, price and levels ticked. Zero line for me is white because I'm using a black background. If you're using a black background, then make this white. The only color changes I have made is 0 and 1, which is the bottom and the top. I have made white. If you're using white, then make it black, and the center line I have made purple. All of the colors I have not touched. All right, my center line is generally always purple because that way I know what is the 0.5% mark. So always keep this purple, and my 0 and 1 is always white because I use a black background. Apart from that, I don't think I've made any value changes to this indicator settings, and this pane label and lines are ticked. So these are my settings, guys. Just copy it the way you see it. Pause the video and copy it. All right, I told you the primary changes are 0 and 1 I have made white, and this 0.05 I have made purple, and the primary change over here is instead of 310 I have made it 1010, and these are the things I keep ticked. And with that I get something like this. With something like this I get a brief idea on what I'm expecting from the market. What I'm expecting is simple. In Nifty, I'm expecting a trendline breakout tomorrow, and once it breaks out, it's probably going to go ballistic, and somewhere over here is above 500 points for sure. Tomorrow I think the closing will be above this purple line for sure. Whether it can be above this green line, that's the question. I'm expecting good move in mid cap also. It'll go above this 50% mark. This is Bank Nifty. Trend line was broken long time back. It has come to retest the OT zone, and it's now on the way back up. Why is this over here? So Bank Nifty also, I'm guessing that will give at least 1,000-point rally tomorrow. It's a big possibility. Nifty also will rally and probably close this gap tomorrow. Trend line was already broken long time ago. All right. So these are the kind of things that I use in terms of 125-minute chart studies. I'm suggesting, I'm not suggesting you also do the same. I just thought I'll share something that I'm using with you guys to share how I look at charts when I've got some free time. I keep looking at things from different time frames. Of lately, I've been working on 75 minutes and especially 125 minutes quite a bit. 125 minute makes a lot of sense because it's a perfect 3-part divide of our indices. So every day is perfect 3-bar candle. That way it makes a lot of sense. And even though I trade on the 5 minutes time frame on my trading panel, I try and do a general trend study on slightly larger time frames, and these are the kind of tools and indicators I use for that. All right, so I hope this video was educational to you in some form or the other. I hope you learned something from this. Try to use these indicators in default settings as well. I'm sure they are very good in default settings, but I've just shared with you the kind of settings that I use and the time frames that I use. All right, on that note, I'll end this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're already a subscriber, consider becoming a member on the channel by clicking on the join button. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your family and friends. Give this video a like. It motivates us to make more videos for you. Also subscribe to our free Telegram channel. The link is given in the description in all our videos. And members have access to our WhatsApp channel. Also buy all your Amazon products from our Amazon affiliate link given in the description. You don't pay anything extra. We make a small commission every time you make a purchase through our Amazon affiliate link. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.